Well, hello once more from Mount Shasta. My hair's sticking out all over the place. So excuse my scraggy appearance. I still can't get a haircut. So I'm a few minutes late this morning. I apologize for that. And lovely seeing everyone checking in from all around the world once more. So if you can continue to let us know where you're from. And as you read the chat box, again, just see if you can really feel and connect with everyone that's checking in from all the different countries. So I'm just taking a moment to calm down. Bit of a rush this morning. I was at the gym, so I'm also a little bit achy after all that. Oh, somebody's saying hi from Crete, the Temple of Truth. Beautiful. So there's been a lot of people asking for this, these morning chats to continue. And what we're going to do is actually start doing a daily process as well. And in the little green box at the bottom, this is a connection which you can click on at the end of the day, or rather at the end of the talk, going quantum, uplifting your reality. What that's going to be is a continuation, a daily gathering like this, going much deeper into the quantum field, into the quantum reality, because that's where we create from. Even though it seems like what we're doing or what we're saying, our actions seem to create in the physical, what we're beginning to understand more and more is actually that the creation happens from the quantum field, and the quantum field influences the physical reality. And so I'm planning to do this everyday intense experience about understanding the quantum more in order to use the quantum to create in the physical. So that's the intention. That's something that you can join us with if you choose to. Every Saturday, I'll be continuing to do a free broadcast like this. And it's going to happen 1 hour earlier. It's going to be 9 o'clock Pacific time. Okay. Oh, Playa del Carmen, beautiful. I have a t-shirt from there. Yeah. I'm dancing in my room. Cool. So, several people beginning to connect into the Stargate from Japan. That's beautiful. It's a place that we haven't been to yet, and I'd love to take the Stargate there at some point. Somebody's saying, I'll be joining you in the quantumness. Well, actually, we're all joined in the quantumness, whether we know it or not. What we're intending to do is to bring our awareness of being in the quantum field. So where is the quantum field? The mind likes to think of it as out there somewhere, but actually everything is within the quantum field. And so the quantum field is right here. The quantum field is all around you, wherever you are. And the quantum field is actually within your physical body. So it's a bit of a tongue twister for the mind, in a sense. The mind has to do pretzel shapes in order to truly understand and grasp the quantum field. It's something which really is understood through deepening our experience. rather than having an information about what it is. So Alcazar tries to put into words that our minds can understand and encourage us to start experiencing. So people are asking questions about going quantum. When you click on that at the bottom, the green box, you'll get all the information. We'll also be sending an email out to all the English speakers. I don't think this will be translated into the other languages, simply because it's a huge amount of time if we're going to be doing it every day for 4 weeks. It will be most every day. Occasionally there'll be situations that come up and I won't be able to make it for a particular day. And on those days, we would suggest that you go back and listen to one of your favorite replays from the series. Okay. So I was looking over people's comments again from the last experience. And in fact, it was that encouraged me to do this going quantum, because people are beginning to get a sense of the quantum field, beginning to get a sense of their superconsciousness. It's not something that's easily explained. It's not something that's easily understood. And it's not something that's immediately felt either, because we're not used to feeling that incredible expansiveness. Your superconsciousness exists in the quantum field. So where is your superconsciousness? Everywhere? Well, that's too much for the mind to grasp in a sense. But where is everywhere? We think of our 3D reality. We think of 3D reality when we think of places or distances, or whereas everywhere, we think in terms of the 3D. Everywhere is something else in the quantum field. Your superconsciousness has access to everything. And the superconsciousness, the real you, is already in that enlightened state. And that enlightened superconscious you is wanting to guide our humanness, to guide us to raise our vibration. And in raising our vibration, we become more aware. But also, as we raise our vibration, more of the superconsciousness can actually come into the physical body. And so our whole life, as we raise our vibration, our whole life starts to change, because we start to create those things that we wish to experience consciously. Right now, we're creating unconsciously. And so it's about beginning to create those things in our lives that we want to experience. Someone saying hello from Australia, 2:10 in the morning. Okay. And there's something else that Alcazar wanted us to try this morning in the meditation. Before I do that, I just want to ask if Ruby is online with us. She's often here. If you are, Ruby, if you could put the link to the little video, introductory video, that would be very helpful for the Stargate Collective. Because again, I'd like to remind everybody, we're moving away from Facebook, and we'd really like you to join us in the Stargate Collective. Maybe if Ruby's not there, somebody else can put that link in, because it's a place where we can really start to feel our community. It's really a place where we can talk with each other and support each other. So, a couple of questions coming in. When we are sad and tears come out, is it possible that the sadness is coming from the mind and not from the heart? Well, Adriana, they're not separate. We tend to talk of them in a separate way, simply because in order to explain things, sometimes we focus on one particular area. The sadness is coming from a past experience, or it's coming from a feeling that things are not the way you would like them to be. And so very often in these meditations, the sadness, the tears are actually a releasing of old limitations that you don't really need to have a conscious understanding of. You just cry and allow the body to throw out those old emotions that are no longer needed. So thank you, Ruby. You just put the link in to the introductory video. Now I'm just looking at the questions. Don't put questions in the question box if it's just saying hi. How do we purchase one of the little Stargates? You write to support@thestargateexperience.com. Somebody asking questions about the inner child. Part of the Going Quantum will actually look at the inner child, because that's very much part of understanding who we are and why we are the way we are. And that understanding needs to move deeper in order for us to be freed up to really access the quantum. So, video, Ruby's just put the link into the video, which is Jules and I inviting people to join. It explains a little bit about it. The video is actually designed for the first few people, but the information, it works for everyone. Hazel is asking, is there an explanation for when I meditate with the Stargate, a light goes on behind my eyes and my whole inner vision is bright? Is there an explanation? Absolutely. Am I going to give you one? No, I'm going to invite you just to tune in and ask your superconsciousness if you really feel you need to have an explanation. How about saying, thank you, bring me more, and see where that experience leads you. Okay? Someone is asking, what's the difference between superconsciousness and the higher self? Well, on one level, there's no difference, because these different names, these different terms are only relevant in the 3D. In the quantum field, all is one. So the reason that Alcazar makes a separation between the high self or the soul, which is another name for the higher self, Alcazar makes a distinction because the soul or the higher self can actually subdivide, in a sense, into 12 different aspects. One of the aspects is the human self. And so each one of us has 11 other aspects which we're usually not aware of until we start to really wake up and connect to the quantum. So we have other aspects of ourselves. And in order to make a demonstration of that, Alcazar has connected me with a few of my aspects, one of which is Ran of the Dragon Realm, who many of you've met. Another aspect is Symphonia, who's a mermaid. And yet another aspect is the Commander, who's part of the Galactic Command. And my feeling is that I was connected to those, not because I was necessarily available enough to reach those things personally, but because Alcazar is using me to share this information with everyone. And so that's a demonstration, in a sense, about these different aspects of self. So I've got more to discover, as you all do, if you can allow for that as a possibility. So the human part is what Alcazar calls your superconsciousness. So your superconsciousness has many aspects to it, in a sense. Part of your superconsciousness is what Cryon calls your innate intelligence, which is that intelligence that takes care of the body. It's more than just physical that operates the body. Science is beginning to realize that there is this very fine stream of energy that connects from the heart to all the cells. It's a communication that happens between the cells and internally in the cells. It's a very, very, very small light. And that bio light connects. And Alcazar's saying that's actually coming from your innate intelligence, which is your superconsciousness. So this energy comes into each and every cell, into the DNA. Science has noticed this light coming from the DNA to different parts of the cell and to other cells. And right now science is thinking that that's created within the DNA, but actually no, it's coming from the beyond. It's coming from your innate, coming from your superconsciousness. So just to make it even more confusing, we talk about the soul or the higher self subdividing into 12 parts, but it's still whole. So your superconsciousness is still totally whole. Your superconsciousness is part of your higher self. And so it all becomes very strange, very convoluted, but it is what is. And all these subdivisions are just ways of helping us understand the vastness and the complexity of what is. So, for example, putting it in a very physical way, when we're studying the body, then we study the circulation system of the blood, we study the nervous system, we study the brain, and so on. But none of those things function without all the others, because the human form is one. Okay, so in a similar way, all these subdivisions of the soul and the higher self and the quantum self and the innate intelligence, these are all different ways of trying to focus in on the vastness of what's happening, different elements of it. Okay? So people are putting other concepts into the box, which I won't go into right now. So let's move into a meditation. So I ask you just to relax, get ready. Please, no more typing into the chat box right now while we do a meditation. You can make comments again afterwards. So just make yourself comfortable, relax, close the eyes. And so each one of you now asking inside for the energies of the earth, the energies of Gaia, to come up into your body, into your energy field. And so we call for the energy of the earth to connect with each and every one of us participating in this meditation, whether it is live or listening to a recording. And so just feel, just allow for the possibility that the earth is connecting right now. Very good. And now each one of us asking inside for an etheric stargate, the consciousness of the stargate to come down around you. So visualizing, just imagining stargate coming down around you. Just allowing, visualizing, imagining, feeling the stargate coming down around you. And now asking inside for the activation of your etheric stargate. We call for the activation of all the etheric stargates around the world. And just feel as you give your permission for the stargate to work with you by asking for the activation. The stargate begins to radiate a very soft, gentle energy around you and relaxing into it. Very good. And remember, it's really important to keep your eyes closed throughout the meditation in order to receive the benefit from this experience. Very good. And now we're going to vibrate all the etheric stargates faster and faster, nothing to do. And we are going to vibrate all the stargates at the energy level, the frequencies of the seventh dimension. And so we ask each one of you to ask inside for a strong seventh dimensional energy field in your etheric stargate. We call for a strong seventh dimensional energy field in all the etheric stargates around the world. And just relax into that frequency that your stargate is now beginning to radiate, relaxing into the seventh dimensional energies. And as you know, just by relaxing, your energy slowly raises, slowly starts to harmonize with the seventh dimension. Very good. Very good. And now we're going to jump up to the 12th dimension. And so each one of you now asking inside for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in your etheric stargate. We call for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in all the etheric stargates around the world. And as your Stargate begins to radiate those frequencies around you and through you. Your energy continues to rise until you are vibrating in harmony once more with the 12th dimensional energies. Very good. Very good. And just relaxing into those 12th dimensional energy fields. Very good. And so now, each one of you asking inside for the presence of the angelic realm. We call for the presence of the angels to bring their energies into this meditation. And just feel, here they come, the angels, joining us now simply because we asked. Relaxing into their presence. Very good. And now each one of you asking again for the presence of the Pleiadians. We call for the presence of the Pleiadians. We are inviting you to bring your energies into this meditation, into this global gathering who are meditating together. And just feel as the Pleiadians bring their energies into this space. Very good. And now I'm going to invite you to invite any of the guides that you feel a particular connection to invite them to bring their energy into the meditation to support this global gathering, this global meditation. And so you're just asking inside for the guides that you would like to include. You would like to have them bring their energetic support. And so we are calling for the presence of all those guides who have been named and called. And just feel as this group energetic of the guides, as they bring their energy of support. Very good. And so, in this meditation, we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be breathing. And so I'm going to guide the breathing. And it's going to be breathing in for about 5 seconds and then breathing out for about 5 seconds. And I'll guide it in a moment. Let me just say a little about the process. So, first of all, we'll just be breathing and I'll be guiding the breath. And so, as we all breathe in and out together, we're creating an energetic field of movement, energy movement. Okay? And then I'll be adding something, a couple of things to the meditation. The first part, though, is getting comfortable with breathing synchronistically, all of us together. Don't breathe extremely deeply. It's a little deeper than normal. No effort. Okay? So it'll take a few of the ins and outs for us all to get harmonized together and relaxed into that flow together. Okay? So get ready. And we're going to breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue the process. Continue the breathing. And so, in the next stage, when you breathe out, you're going to make a sighing sound. Ah. So continue the breathing and start ah on the out breath. So I'm going to start the process again. And here we go. Get ready to breathe in and breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out the sigh. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Sigh out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out with a sigh. 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out with a sigh. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Sighing. 2, 3, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Just continue that breathing. And in the next section, when we breathe out, we're going to be asking for the energy of the Stargate global community quantum field. And so we'll abbreviate that to the Stargate quantum, the Stargate global community morphic field. And we'll be abbreviating that to the Stargate morphic field. So we'll be breathing in, and as we breathe out, we call upon the energy of the Stargate morphic field. We call upon the energy of the Stargate morphic field. Okay? So, first time I've done this, so I'm sorry if I'm getting a little bit out of the flow. But be ready and we'll start again. So we'll be breathing in, and as we breathe out, call upon the energy of the Stargate morphic field. So you say that as you breathe out. Okay? So let's get back into the breathing rhythm again. We'll do a few breaths just to get the flow back. And then when you feel like you're in the flow, with the out breath, start inviting the Stargate morphic field. Okay? So breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. I invite the Stargate morphic field. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. I invite the Stargate morphic field. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. With each out breath, inviting the Stargate morphic field. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. And now just resume your normal, comfortable breath. And relax. And so just really feeling your own energy. Just noticing the vibration within. And then, when you're ready, without rushing, bringing your awareness back into your room. Coming totally back into the body. And then, as always, I welcome your comments. How was that experience for you? That was the first time I've ever done anything like that. So I apologize because I wasn't totally present or able to keep that flow going in the way that I would have liked to have done. I guess I need a metronome or something to guide the timing of that meditation. So somebody got very cold, but feeling relaxed now. Very often when the body gets cold in the meditation, somebody else getting cold too. Interesting. Cold very often means that you've kind of gone to a higher level, a place where the mind can't go. Total stillness, emptiness, cool. At one point I became creation, breathing in and out. Fascinating. Breathing grounded me in the now, here and now. Somebody else feeling cold. So again, the comments are going through pretty fast, so I can't actually read them all. Somebody's saying that timing was a bit fast. Okay. Interesting. Several people feeling cold. I wonder why that is. The breathing of God? Maybe. Who knows? Somebody's body becoming very warm. Body's still vibrating. Wonderful. Breath felt rushed. I'm sorry, I was going a little bit fast perhaps. Maybe we'll try this another time and I'll have a way of timing it. That was the strongest connection with the Stargate morphic field. Yeah, I don't know if I made it really clear, but when we started to invite the morphic field, it was good to invite it with every out breath. When I was tuning into what was happening as I was doing it, it felt like not everybody was using their out breath every time to invite the morphic field. Edmund is saying the morphic field felt like plasma. Okay, I'm not quite sure what plasma feels like, but cool. So, so a couple of people had problems with the connection. Unfortunately, with the internet, that's always the way. Individual people may well find a break. Just come back on again. Just refresh the page, come back on again. Eve is saying the breathing helped to open up more of the experience of the sounds. Interesting. And Ruby's just put a link there to remind existing Stargate Collective members that you can actually talk about, discuss together these experiences. Somebody's saying it was a long sentence to call the morphic field. Yeah, you don't, it's like, tune into the intention, because you can do it almost silently, or just say Stargate morphic field. The intention is what the energies respond to. Tingling in my feet and hands. Hands were disappearing. Interesting. Like a huge heart. Yeah, somebody else saying breathing was a little fast. Cool. Somebody's saying Firefox works better. I think it probably depends on the area that you're in, but I'm no expert with all that. Incredible connection with the morphic field. I felt like we were breathing one breath together. At one point, I thought to change the breathing, but I didn't have the ability to do so. I simply became a gentle pulsing of light wave. Beautiful. I noticed that in the beginning, I could feel everyone excited about it and rather scattered, but during the breathing, it became calm and focused. Yeah, it's something we haven't done together, so maybe if we do it again, there'll be a different rhythm and better instructions. Nancy is saying her muscles are really relaxed. Yeah. Michelle is saying so much deeper because of the breathing, joined in a wave and was carried. Okay. So thank you for your comments. The chat box remains open, so you can still comment in the chat box. The green button at the bottom of the page, going quantum, uplifting your reality. That's the new series of morning talks that's going to be happening virtually every day. It's going to start this Saturday. They're going to be at 9 o'clock in the morning, not 10 o'clock, so an hour earlier than I have been doing it in the past. It's going to be, as I said, virtually every day. We're going to invite you to sign up for that, and there is going to be a charge for it. There's 3 different prices, so that to honor those people that are having limited financial situations right now. And for those of you who are feeling abundant, then there's a higher price, and you can support the Stargate in a greater way by choosing the higher price. But whatever's appropriate and comfortable for you, just tuning in. And please join us for this series, because it's about moving into a deeper knowing, understanding, but also a felt knowing of the quantum field, and how we can work with the quantum field in order to uplift our reality, to raise our ability to create. Mike is asking, what time is the quantum series? Click on the button. All the information is there. Okay? So, Michelle, if you're listening to what I'm saying, the link is the green button, which is at the bottom of the screen, and it says going quantum, uplifting your reality. Also, we will be sending an email out, probably today, with all the information on it as well. But the green button allows you to sign up for it now if that's something that you would like to participate in. Oh, good, you got it. Well done, Michelle. Okay. So, I'm going to say goodbye right now. And thank you so much. Thank you for the feedback. So, take care. Love you. See you again on Saturday. Bye-bye.